So, welcome to the next game. This is Michael Tomlinson and Jack Whelan. And joining me in the commentary box is Craig Lakin.
Thanks for having me, pal.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah, it's
Last game was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it was Matt Lawrence against
Sean Chipperfield, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sean lost his head a little bit, to be honest, from what I've seen.
He did. His break key went flying across the room at one point.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a shame, really. He plays so quick.
Yeah, he's
Unreal.
very similar to myself. He's
I actually think he made you look slow.
he does, yeah.
I'm not saying you look slow, like, but
I think he makes most players look slow, to be honest.
Let's get the comments up. Way up.
Surprised Jack didn't try and play the yellow in the corner there to free the batter next to the black.
Yeah.
What's your predictions then, Jakob?
I haven't actually seen Michael Tomlinson play, so I can't answer with any kind of educated response.
I've not seen him play that much myself. I know he's meant to be a very good snooker player, so I've been informed. I think he's a 147 man.
Nice.
I seen him. He's had a couple of money games. He beat Daz Cheatham. I'm not sure what score, and he played Tom Barley in the last end decider. So he's obviously a good player.
Yeah.
But I think to be at this stage of the event, they're all good players.
Yeah, you got to be.
Even Reggie Gill. Reggie is playing at 9. Sorry we can't get him on the stream for the fans, but if you want to come down to the venue, he is here performing.
He did want to be here, but yeah, unfortunately he's got to play.
Darren Player, hello, how you doing, mate? Callum Place, top man. Surprised you're not down here, pal.
We got Jonathan Wrongan back in the place.
Who's that, sorry?
Jonathan Wrongan. We nicknamed him the Wrongan on our last stream.
John Rungeon, good guy, good
Yeah.
player as well.
Yeah.
Not seen him play for a while.
Good enough to be here?
John, definitely, yeah. I remember I played him in a £100 a man or something like that in London. He beat me a few years ago. He's a good player. I've not seen him for a long time.
Fair play.
Emma, sadly to inform you, but I was actually the first person out of this event. I lost first round and then come back for the challenge. Lost first round again, but I'm having a great time.
Good. That's what we like to hear. Sometimes you're better off out than in.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just depends how many beers you've had.
I've had a few now. I'm enjoying myself now. I've been depressed all day.
Oh, bless you. Weren't you on at 9?
No, I played at 10:30.
Oh, was it half 10?
Yeah.
Still, I don't like playing in the morning.
I don't really mind it, to be fair. Well, normally I'm playing at 10:30.
Maybe you should change your mind on that.
Normally I'm playing at 10:30 and I'm rough. But I was sober today and that's probably why I lost.
Could be. I don't drink now, but when I did, I used to play better at county with a hangover than if I was sober.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
He's played a good shot there to can the red out. Deserves a little bit of luck, I think. I think he's going to have to play into the middle now and possibly can to the yellow next to the red. I'm looking forward to a match against Mark Fleming, yeah. Should be a good game. I think he's still in the event, actually. So he must be playing well. No, Emma's not my girlfriend, unfortunately for her, as much as she wishes, but do you know what I mean? Can't get everything you want in life, unfortunately. I think he's looking at playing the red off the red in middle and playing the red off the yellow to free the black. This would be some exhibition shot. No, he's missed them both.
John McDaddy, that is Craig Lakin, and me, Jakob Tungelund.
Lakin, where'd you get that posh accent from? I'm always very polite and well-spoken, I'd have you know, McDaddy.
He's come on stream and feels like he's going to speak a little better. What?
Well, I have a couple of more pints and all the swearing will probably come out, but I'll try not to. You know how it is.
Oh, you don't seem too bad so far.
Adam Kirk, don't be abusing anyone, please, including myself. If not, you'll be removed from the chat because I know what you like. That's your first warning.
This is probably the only chat he hasn't been removed from, I'd have thought.
I did actually block him on Facebook, but I unblocked him because he begged me. I actually made him say, please.
What did you block him for? Was it for waving?
Waving or abuse, one or the other. Jack slightly overran this one. He'd like to have been straight.
That is behind. That's live.
Yeah, so he would have liked to have been straightish. Bit more angle than he'd liked.
Right, Craig, I'm going to run you through something quickly.
Go on. Oh, not all this confusing stuff. No, I can't do that,
We've got toys, mate. We've got toys.
No, this is far too advanced for myself.
No, it's really not. Look, right. So if you want to look at an overhead camera angle on here, right, you tap that and it will come up on here. Okay? Well, once it stops having a bar.
Mate, if I start touching this iPad thing, I'll start breaking things.
So I touched it and it went all mental as well. Yeah, so you hit that, turns to an overhead camera angle, right? Want to get back to the game? Press back to the game.
Yeah, I'm not retarded. I can read, but
any of the camera angles, right? You click it.
I'll let you do that though. I'll just try and talk some crap.
Well, if you should want to have a look at an overhead angle or whatever, then hit that. Yeah. And then just hit back to the game.
Well, I can see the table, so I ain't bothered about anyone else. I'm only joking.
So let's get this shared a few
Big
places.
shot coming up here for Jack, first frame.
If you guys can all share to a few places, that'd be cool.
So, guessing it'd be first frame to Michael Tomlinson now. Tough shot for Jack there. Wasn't easy.
What is Lakin doing in that venue? Well, as it goes now, he's just propping up the bar and helping me commentate.
Yeah, it's a very good question actually. I don't know why I'm here, but no, I'm just supporting the event. And here we go. Now we have got a legend in the house.
Who's joining us, Craig? Let them all know.
We've now got the 147 man himself, Satnav Simmer. And I can say he is actually Satnav Simmer after some of the shots I've seen him play in his last match.
Wow. Whoa, that was close. That was close.
There we go, fans.
So, 1-0.
The main man himself has spoken. And since he has, I'm off. That's all I needed to hear.
What's your prediction for the game, Simo? Do you know? I'm guessing you probably don't know Michael Tomlinson. You don't play many of the events, do you?
No, I don't, to be honest, mate. I don't know nothing about him, if I'm brutally honest with you. But the fact, there was no fact. No, I don't know. Fill me in.
Well, he's not as good as you.
Lewis is doing that later.
I mean, I don't know it damn much.
No.
That's everyone in the room.
In the building.
Yeah.
And the world.
Yeah.
No, from what I've seen, he's a very good QS. His background, snooker like yourself. Seems like he hits the ball well and he's going to be a danger to any opponent, I think.
Except for me.
Obviously, except for you. Are you still in the event now?
I am indeed, mate. Yeah.
What time do you play?
I'm playing now against Scott Ross.
He's just come for a break to come and talk to us for a minute.
Is that first to 8?
First to 8, mate, yeah.
Well, I predict probably an 8-2 win for yourself.
I mean, if I'm not playing that great, yeah, I'd say something like that. Last time we played, I actually whitewashed him 5-0 on the tour. He had 2 breaks and I had 5 dishes.
I actually got told that he was lucky to get to 0 as well.
He was lucky, yeah. Them 2 breaks was like... I mean, I made a bit of an error. It should have been it should have been, I don't know, but I scraped through.
Yeah, so I'd be expecting an 8-2 win from yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going for an 8-0, but we're going to see how it plays out. I am the underdog, so the bookie says, but...
Odds mean nothing. Oh, that's a poor miss from Jack. Very poor miss.
Every game is evens. Man against man, 50-50.
Very surprised miss from Jack there. If any of you got any questions for the legend Jamie Simmons to answer, please forward them and he'll try his best to answer them.
I will indeed. Yeah, I'm not here
he's
for
not got long here, so if any of your fans got any questions, any advice you need on the game, then I suggest you get it in fast.
This is a time to compose yourself and don't get to finger tricker happy. Oh, what am I trying to say there?
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah. I've had half a beer. I'm a little bit shaky. Any questions, guys?
Craig Dixon, we've got Jakob, Craig Lakin, and the 147 man himself, Jamie Simmons, in the house. Adam Penwell says he wants to bat you.
He's a wise man. Kapow, the legend.
I'm not a Vaseline type of guy, Ben. I like to keep it rough and ready. But I won't like to go into that onto the stream, be professional.
Just goes in dry.
Poor shot here
Vaseline spoils,
by Michael.
spoils things.
He could have played that with left hand side and come over to the left rail, right rail even. He had a big area there. Don't know why he's come that way. It's nice of you to pop down earlier, Craig Dixon, and I hope you're having a good night. Sat in twiddling with your missus watching Iron Man. But it's lovely for you on a Saturday night. He's trying to kick the ball in middle here through the gap. He's close. He is close. Great shot.
That was a very nice shot.
And now he's got the perfect angle just to drop this down the rail. Play the red in the left middle, the red in the right middle, and the black in the left middle.
Do you reckon he's been watching them videos online, Craig?
I think he's been watching you play, I'm not going to lie.
He must have done, mate.
I've not been funny after this weekend. I'm going to be watching them videos. Looks pretty much perfect here. Looks straight. Just looking to... He'll probably stun this. He doesn't want to run it in and leave the wrong angle. Stun it, leave yourself straight at the red. Yep, that's why he's queuing down. Yep, perfect. Good start for Michael here.
Craig, someone kept saying on stream earlier they want to see Lakin versus Simo. Now, let's be honest with me. Would you take that game?
Probably not, no, to be honest.
No.
I think if I beat you, I probably wouldn't get any other game in 8-ball, so it'd be daft to play, really.
The problem would be beating me, though, in the first place.
Well, I would not thinking that far ahead at the moment. I'm just thinking about playing you. Yeah. Never mind beating you. I don't get ahead of myself. I'm not that daft.
Thanks for being honest, though, Craig.
Judging by how far you got in this tournament, I don't know whether you'd even get to the game.
No, I think I was officially the first person here and the first person out, but...
You're like someone who does a really bad job on their first day at a job.
I've done that many a times.
It's a bit like my sex life, in and out.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Walk in, upset the boss, leave.
Jakob looking to get a ball in, get himself in this match, 2-0 down. It's a brilliant break, that is. Straight up, straight down.
That is a very nice break. That is an ideal break.
He's one of the best breakers in the game, Jack. Is definitely his...
And them reds are looking really nice, to be honest.
Apart from Sean Chipperfield, who tries to break cues.
Yeah, he's good at javelin them as well, Sean is.
Even break.
I'm surprised if he won't be in the Olympics next year for javelin, because he did nail a long one earlier. It's went out the fire doors and into the next storage next door, so it's a good shot.
And that was the best shot he played all night, I think.
He didn't miss that one.
Yeah, queuing straight.
He's landed the wrong side of this, I think. He wanted to be the other side. That's why he's taking a little second to compose himself, have a look round.
It's quite apt, really, that his name's Sean Chipperfield, nicknamed Chippy, and he tries to turn cues into kindling. Yeah,
chips, door frames, people, anything that gets in the way of his javelin gets chipped, basically. But he's a great player to watch. I watched the whole game, and even when he's playing bad, it's exciting to watch because he's fast, he's attacking.
Yeah, do you know what? He pulled off a clearance, break dish earlier, and it was a proper angry dish, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember the frame you're on about as well.
Like whack.
He was absolutely fuming, and balls were flying everywhere, but they all just went in.
Yeah. I played a little money game against someone a little while back, and I was on form, really on form, and wasn't missing anything at all. And they got really angry, started just walloping the balls around the table. I was about 7-0 up, walloping balls around the table, and they were actually better at potting, just smashing the crap out of them, than when they were trying to win.
You weren't playing Seb Webb, was you?
No.
Sounds like Seb.
Does he do that?
He's under at this shot here. I think he might be able to drop the one in the middle, left middle, and leave the angle on the last one to come down for the black. It's a key shot to get over there. He could have overran that by 2 foot. It's poor to land under, but he should be okay. Yeah, he's dragged it in nicely. He's made it look easy. It was a lot tougher than what it looked on the camera. I heard on the grapevine you actually get beers for commentating in here. Is that true? Or
It is.
oh, lovely. I'm here all night.
All you have to do is just stick my shirt on.
Would it fit me? Give me one of Jenks's.
Probably. Yeah, probably would. It's a medium. I bought it this size so I can play in it as well because I like it to be a little bit loose to play in.
Yeah.
So,
I'm medium / to large now.
Yeah.
Trimmed up a little bit, cutting it down. I was getting obese, so I thought I'd lose a little bit.
So when you're going to start that diet then, Craig?
Trust Satnav. I've actually lost a stone and 3 pounds.
He's already on that diet. He cut quite a bit off this tournament earlier today.
Yeah, I cut down my time of playing. That's what I cut down. Good break that is. Straight up the table as he made a ball. Nobody's got a good white. It's always key to get a good white when you don't put off the break. You can't teach that.
Funny old juxtaposition, that, isn't it?
Correct.
Get a good white if you mess up the break.
Exactly.
But if then one happens to drop, you're drafted.
Then you've been unlucky.
Yeah.
Jamie Simmons, when are you playing, mate? He's waiting to be called on now. He's doing a few autographs and pictures and that for the fans, obviously, playing his part as the top professionals do. When he's finished with that...
To be honest, it's hard work for me because I'm not only playing, I'm not only commentating, and I've got the whole room sort of in awe of me, and I've got to go around and greet everyone.
It's like you're working all day, aren't you? It's not just playing.
The amount of bum cheeks and chests I've signed today is unbelievable.
And
well, I will treasure it.
It's not it's not an easy job. I remember when I used to be like that, but obviously them days are behind me now. But it's the memories will always be there forever for me. But
it's a shame you're sort of slightly out of the game these days, Craig.
Just faded away into the background,
a little bit, mate.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like a Ken Doherty, player that was always around, crap, but he's always sniffing around, but now he's done.
That's it, mate. And you're sort of like Ken, how he would be in about 15 years.
Jack's took control there, taking the top right bag.
When's your next game, Craig?
I play on the 6th of October against Mark Fleming.
Nice, yeah. I like your chances in that game, mate.
A lot of people are saying I'm favourite, but as you know, with pool, it can go both ways. Playing good players at our level, well, so my level, not your level. But we can all beat each other on the day, so I'm sure it'll be a tough game, and I'm up for the challenge.
And how much is that for?
It's for 40,000, I think now. He messaged me the other day saying he's got 20 grand, so I've just asked my mum to remortgage the house, and she's not happy with it, but it's going through at the moment.
Yeah, I like your style, mate.
Yeah, well, if we lose, I've got a cardboard box. If I win, then we're going to be in the penthouse, so...
That's a gamble worth taking.
Of course it is.
Another nice
you only
little
live once.
juxtaposition. Sorry,
Played a great shot there. Very good shot. I wouldn't have took that on myself, to be honest, but fair play to him. He might play the cut on the yellow now and cannon into the 2 bad uns. The one into the bottom left corner, but he's going up the table instead.
I would be playing what you just suggested.
Yeah, because they're in his only bad balls. That ball's not really missable. Like now, he might not land right.
Exactly, yeah.
That shot, he had the perfect angle to cannon him out, and the ball up top he's never going to miss anyway.
I mean, in his defence, if he does not land right, if he lands straight, or he could play for them balls.
Exactly, yeah, but he had the perfect angle there, that's all. He's going to try and cannon the ready, but he'll land straight, I think. There you go.
There we go.
And I mean, it's unfortunate for Michael, but if he's had my shot selection, then he'd have probably cleared up, but unfortunately we're not all blessed with that, so...
I agree there.
Yeah, but he'll get there one day.
Maybe. You can't teach some things, Craig.
Ryan Lakestar Lakin. No, that's not true. Jason Tuvey paid for him to enter. But so, did you read what he said, Craig? He says, is it true that Reggie Gill went further than Lakin this weekend and Lakin paid for him to enter the event?
I actually did back Reggie Gill in this tournament instead of myself, yeah. And I'm actually taking the manager's role.
Probably just as well, really.
I'm taking the manager's role in this event now. I should be supporting him, but Jakob asked if I could help him out with the stream because most players are playing, so...
Thanks, Kieran. I look forward to giving you a game next week, mate.
And I actually thought that it would be good to have you on the stream.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
It wasn't just that you were floating about looking like a lost puppy after losing.
Looking for some friends. I will take that as a compliment. Jack's
That was close.
He's played a good shot there. He weren't playing to. I don't think he's playing to pot. It's saying.
Oh no, it looked like it.
He looked like he was, but if he was, he's never really gonna have a shot. So, in reply to Nathan Ellis, I won't be getting onto that on Jakob's stream out of respect for him and his stream. It's nothing to do with this, so we'll focus on the match for now, or talking crap like we do well. So,
yeah, best thing for it.
Yeah. It's a very strange shot, that is. He's basically just said to Jack, clear up, please.
I mean,
it's kind of a nothing shot. That was,
well, you sort of gave him a compliment just by calling it a shot in general.
It was a nothing shot, that was. I'm very surprised by Michael's shot selection there. Don't get me wrong, he didn't have a lot on, but he didn't do anything.
So, 350 people that are watching this, get it shared.
Yes, give it a share, people.
Give us a share.
Mention that the legend Jamie Simmons is on commentary for the time being. That will get the viewers up as well.
I think the stream might break down with the amount of numbers that are going to come so quickly.
Well, yeah, what me and Jakob are most worried about is when you actually leave the commentary to play your match, how the numbers will go down.
It's going to go into the minuses.
It drastically will be lucky at 3 or 4, I'm guessing.
Still, we can always talk about how legendary it was to have him here.
Yeah, well, it's a great moment. It's nice to be in the box with him. I'm not going to lie. It's nice to be in the room with him. Never mind the box.
I mean, it's...
Well, Lewis stayed at his place last night and he said it was nice to be in the boxes with him. But
he was well in the box, Lewis.
He does look like that kind, to be fair.
Yeah.
Lewis? Oh, he's a gay UK swimsuit model.
He's definitely in denial, that's for sure.
So there's 172 people watching on YouTube as well.
Jack's played a good shot there. He's took complete control. I'm surprised he's not looking at this ball's frozen or not. No, it's not frozen. I can see from the camera. Again, he's not really got anything on. I'm not being funny. But I'm probably just going for a Jamie Simmons Satnav here and just ripping him.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Let's be honest where the balls are. What hope has he got here of doing anything?
You got to just put your arm through it.
It's just like nothing shot again. It's just handed him the frame. Because all Jack's going to do is pot this now.
Move the yellow.
Doesn't even have to move the yellow. He could just stand up and play the plant. Or play it in middle. He doesn't have to move the yellow.
No, true.
He'd move the yellow.
Lakin, you should never disagree with me, mate.
Yeah, sorry about that. I will never do that again.
Come on, what do you know?
I thought I knew a lot, but obviously...
Oh, you do know a lot, but you forget who you're sitting next to.
Sorry. Sorry, Jakob. Lewis didn't give us 4 a.m. No, he was tucked up by then. Simmons had finished him off and tucked him up by that point.
He was snoring, mate. He couldn't handle the pace. I stayed up till about 5, but he was snoring.
Satnav was like a trap 6 staying on over 480 metres and he was just storming to the end.
That's pretty much how it went.
Poor miss by Jack. It's more lack of concentration. It wasn't a hard shot. You need to watch you don't walk into the cameras anyway, because if not, I'll have to give him a little slap.
I might have even been called out. I just can't hear anything with these headphones on.
No, they're not called you out. Someone would have give you a nudge.
Oh, right, okay. You mean in the room? I thought you meant through your headphones.
It wouldn't matter anyway, like a couple of frame deficit.
You don't mind giving a couple away?
I don't, mate.
I think Jack really needs to settle in this game, to be honest. He's always had a kick there.
Pretty comfortable headphones, aren't they?
They're lovely. Fit perfect round my little ears. Yeah.
I spent a little while choosing them to make sure, because obviously people are sometimes sat for 5 hours during a money match wearing them.
There's no chance of being able to do that. I'd be paralytic by the end of it.
So did you actually sit in the shop with the headphones on your ear for and just thought...
for hours, just to see what they feel like after 5 hours?
No, just walked around in the shop for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. All I did was I just kept picking up different products and trying to sell them to people, and they didn't mind because I was essentially just a salesman for the shop.
Was you on 20%?
No, I was on 30. Come on, I'm worth more than 20.
The Welsh lads that are left in, Ben Davis is through in the winners, and Jordan Shepherd is currently playing Lewis Calcutta in the final match to get through. Marsh.
What's that score on? Lewis and Sheppy?
I'm not sure.
That looked to be a pretty damn good match.
Marsh is still in, I think. Yeah, he beat Johnny Mack.
Marsh is playing Ryan Clark.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Is he in the loser side, Marshy? Craig?
correct. Yeah, I wonder who beat him.
Who did beat him? Dear, oh dear.
I'll nip for a quick wee, boys.
This is round 3 of the losers. No, round 3 of the winners. Round 4 of the winners? I don't know. I'm lost. Can someone help me?
Yes, mate.
Oh, no, it is losers round 3.
This is the losers round 3. Yeah, I'm in the losers round 3. I'm going to win that to get into the losers round 4.
No, it's 9-5 to Jordan against Lewis.
9-5 to Jordan Shepherd.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I like you, but Lewis is one of my best mates, and I actually really want Lewis to win. It's a good lad. I've eaten all his pizza. It was nice, if that's any consolation to him.
Oh, yeah, it was breakfast earlier.
Good.
But to be fair, I did pay for it, so.
To be fair, I paid for the pizza as well.
Oh, really? Well, there we go. Fair is fair. I had a mountain breakfast with chips and bread on the side.
Very
And
nice.
he didn't even touch it, so I had to polish cheese off as well.
And you ate his as well as yours?
I did indeed, yeah. The Mega Buster with a side of chips and extra bread.
Right. So.
Just got to sneak this in the middle. It obviously looks a little bit tight.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of an angle on it, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's a dangerous little shot. You don't want to run. Is he playing it with pace? You don't want to run past that red. Yeah, he's digging down a little bit. Oh no, it's just a little dead baiter. Fair play. Looked like a bit more angle on that screen. Yep, it's cued that nice. It's just black in the middle now. And that's 3-2 to Michael.
$3-2.
Old Lakin's on the dark fruit. It's about the 16th pint I've seen, I think, from Lakin.
Yeah, they're flowing now. After
He's just getting warmed up.
oh, they're lovely.
They are beautiful. They do go down well. I've only had this one. I only had one earlier, so I'm on my second pint for the day.
Yeah, I remember speaking to you earlier, saying you're having a drink and you're like, being a top professional, I might have 1 or 2, but you are here to win the event.
Exactly, that's what it is, mate.
That's
I mean,
what yeah.
being one of the favourites, I don't want to let myself down and not at least make the final. So.
Yeah, I feel if I come here and get pissed, then if I lose, then it's an excuse for when I lose. And when I win, it looks even better. So
I understand, mate. Yeah, that's a good tactic to have, to be honest.
Counterfeits it, doesn't it?
To be honest, I'll find excuses regardless. So.
Ryan Clark 1-0 with Marsh. Reggie Gill 2-1 down to Billy Webster. Good break.
Let's have a look at this. Scott Gillespie 5-2 up on Andy Appleton. Mark Farnsworth.
Mark's won. I just seen him hovering around the bar smiling, so he's definitely won.
What, Mark Farnsworth?
Yeah. Hibbert 11-4 against Fitzsimmons.
Pretty sure I agreed to bet on him.
And Jordan Shepherd 9-5 v Lewis Calcutt.
Come on, Lewis.
I think the winner of my game's got Simon Fitzsimmons in. So that'd be 2 Fitzsimmons playing.
You playing... Is your...
No, my last name's Simmons.
His name's Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, but I'm fit. My name's Simmons.
Sorry, that one went straight over my head. That one did.
To be fair, and mine.
Yeah.
You're just too clever.
Always count on Satnav for the jokes. That's an awful camera angle, that is.
Sorry about that.
Get that off, mate. That'll be making the viewers sick.
Oh, look what's going on here.
I seen one the other week. It was
That big
I
guy.
saw.
it was Clint Hanson.
It
It
was
was
the
whole
Carl
game.
O'Donoghue. It looked like something that's been streamed back in the 60s.
I couldn't even walk straight after watching 5 minutes of that.
It was the whole game.
It made you feel pissed watching it, and I was sober.
Yes.
It was obviously the club's setting up the stream. It's no disrespect to them, but it's just a learning curve. Obviously, we're not all professionals like Jakob and his crew, but it was a terrible camera angle, and don't do it again, please. That's just a written warning for you. Verbal warning, not a written warning. If not, I won't watch.
I couldn't watch it, mate. I really couldn't.
It was hard to watch.
Obviously, you flick back on every now and again, but it was brutal.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, but balls curling round the table, and your head bending round while you're trying to watch it. It's just no good.
It's like you're in a car and you're going around corners like that.
Can I straighten this up? Yeah. You look like you've got muscular dystrophy.
What have I told you about these posh words, Shakes?
Yeah,
sorry, bud.
We don't understand them words. We're a bit too thick for that.
Yeah, anything past 6 letters we don't know.
Let's keep it simple, please, in the commentary box. Can we have the overhead camera, please? You can have a flash of it. I don't think it's ideal to be all the time, to be honest. Perfectly honest. Myself, I don't like it. It's nice for a flick, but it's not really ideal to watch a pool match.
Do you know what I like? On the break. I'll do it in a minute. I'll show you. So it's not quite the same if you just tell someone, is it?
All right, you show off.
I'll show you.
Leave it to a breakdown. Ooh, it's been lucky there. It's a good effort. Simo with a burp.
Right, both of you have played on this table, and so have I.
Yes.
Not in the tournament, obviously, because I just wasn't willing to throw 200 quid away. How did you find it?
I thought it was a very good table. I had one roll out, but
I had one roll
just
out
down
as well.
here, wasn't it? It was down this end.
It was
I
actually
remember
what cost me the match. But at the end of the day, stuff like that,
it was, wasn't it?
It can happen from a finger mark. Do you know what I mean? I'm not here staggering. The tables have been brilliant this weekend, to be honest. But in general, it was a good table. It's one shot that cost me, but unfortunately, it was the one that cost me the match. So it's frustrating, but that's the way pool is, and it can be cruel at times. So
I found the table nice. It plays quite big. The pockets.
That's what I don't like. The bags are playing too big.
Yeah. I had a massive miss at 10-9 up, and I missed it by a mile.
Yeah.
Just dropping in a simple ball, but I was all over the shot, and it's dropped in.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
There was a frame when I was playing Ryan Bodsworth. It was 10-9, and he's playing his second class ball down the rail. I know I sound like Reggie Gill now, like travelling back about all these frames that no one would ever remember. But he's played his second class ball down the right rail down the table. And he's literally turned round as he's hit it, and it's dropped, and put his hand up to apologise because he missed it by that far.
At least you ain't doing a diagram on the table or your phone. Like, when people start telling me these little pool stories and that, and like, mate,
it's sick, innit?
It is sick,
It's like when people start going on about poker, mention the bad beach story.
Oh, exactly.
Got it in with aces and lost
exactly
the king 10.
I just go on these little days, mate. It's like daydreaming about God knows what.
Yeah.
But you are Reggie Gill's protege.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I'd be very happy. It's a compliment. I'll be honest, it is a compliment, but I wouldn't go that far. Reggie's a very highly respected man in the pool world, and I don't think I'm quite there yet, but maybe a few more years I'll get there.
But you want to be, don't you?
Of course I want to be. Who wouldn't want to be like Reggie Gill? He's a legend of the sport.
The thing is, though,
he's an icon.
Reggie's been at the top of the game for 30 years, Craig, and you're only a young man.
Exactly.
So.
He's been there 3 decades, at top of the sport, competing, top pros, and hopefully I can do that.
Whereas Craig's just been on the top of a bar stool, sat at the bar because he lost.
Can we please stop mentioning my pool abilities in this? We're trying to do a professional job here, Jakob.
Craig, why don't everyone play at our speed? Then my game won't be running about half hour late.
Ooh, good break there. Nearly got kicked in off. Very good break though. Straight up the middle again. Unfortunately, Jamie, people can't read the game as fast as we do. They're not that intelligent or smart.
Was you inspired watching my game earlier?
I loved it, and that's why I've started actually playing like you. So I'm going to watch the videos and try and pick a few things up as you do. As I'm sure you did as you're younger to top players like Ronnie maybe. And you pick things off the top players and you try them yourself, and that's what I'll be looking to do to progress in the future.
I could send you a few pool drills if you like.
That'd be nice, yeah. Steve Connery does drills as well, doesn't he?
I've heard he does drills, yeah.
Yeah, but I've heard
he went from being my biggest hater online to being my best friend. Then next time he was in prison.
Yes, big shout out to Cully, the Pearl Ninja. one of my good friends from Derby, top player. He's currently getting coaching off Mick Hill. Getting better and better all the time, and you never know, he might be playing himself in a few events.
So, on the commentary, we've got Craig Lakin, none other than Jamie Satnav Simo.
He nearly said your name wrong then. I'm insulted by that.
What happened there? What happened there?
You're insulted by that?
I am, never mind him. Jamie Simmons. That's what he said.
I am a little bit insulted there.
Sorry, Simmons.
You sort of...
That'd be like someone saying to Ronnie, call him Ronnie Z. Sullivan or something like that.
Yeah, if they
you don't get Ronnie O'Sullivan's name when you don't get Satnav's name wrong. That's the way it works.
I notice people get your name wrong quite a lot, Craig.
I get Larkin,
Lakin,
okay. Tosser.
Okay, let me just point something out, right? You call me Jakob, you call me Jacob, Jakes, and various other things. I mean,
what is your name?
Jakob.
Right.
Jakob.
I'm not German.
Spelt with a J, but it's pronounced with a Y. Jakob.
Right, and do you know when I was telling you earlier about how thick I am, right? And you're on about silent letters. That don't work where I'm from.
It's just pronounced with a Y. It's not silent. I wouldn't ever expect you to be silent.
I can't even get Sean Chipperfield's name right. Yeah.
He kept calling him Shane the whole way through the match.
It's fair. You always get Sean and Shane mixed up though, don't you?
And I've always got it the wrong way.
No, I didn't know how to say your name. I'm going to be perfectly honest.
So come on.
So I listened to Reggie.
Right.
Jakob.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Reggie doesn't say it right.
No, Reggie calls you Jakob. That's why I call you that.
Yeah.
Because Reggie, when he speaks of you, that's how he says your name.
Yep.
So that's why I said it like, now I know your name. Yep. I'll actually call you by your name.
I thought it was more Polish, like Jakob.
Only on a Thursday evening. Yeah, Stephen Yule. That is how you pronounce it. Good lad. Yeah, but J's in the Danish language.
Jack's just had a bit of a naughty flick there to land a little bit straight on this yellow.
As a Y. So what is it, Simo?
Sorry?
What is it, Simo?
Jakob. Is that right, is it? Jesus.
Yeah, good lad.
I'll milk that.
It's a tough shot coming up here from Jack. He might drop this in, and play the yellow in middle. It looked like he's going to force it a little bit. Because he's quite straight. These are missable, though.
They are, mate. Off the cushion, queuing up like that.
Yeah. That's one of
he's queued that very well.
Yeah,
that
nice
is one
shot.
of those little shots that I don't like. If I'm not queuing confidently, that is one of those shots where I just...
that was the only mistake I made last night against Ryan Bodsworth, was at 10-8 up. I had a ball similar to that. The yellow was a bit close to the bag, and I was trying to force the white out, and that was the only mistake I actually made to lose the game. And the tough shots, you know what I mean?
So you made a mistake to lose the game, was it?
I made a mistake, yeah. One mistake.
Only one.
No, I lost the game.
Oh, no. No, I'm not questioning you. I'm just asking.
No, mate,
don't get defensive on me, Craig.
Yeah,
Craig won a spot on the commentary.
So I didn't actually lose. I'm actually winning because I'm commentating.
Yeah. Spot on. It's Jakob, but pronounced Reggie.
Thank you for that, Ted. I know you're a big fan of Reggie's, like myself.
I'll have to take that as a compliment there.
Yeah, of course. To be named the same as Reggie would be a great thing. I'm actually thinking about calling my kids Reggie, girl or boy.
Oh, you could... Regina?
His actual name. Do you know his real name?
Regina
Reggie's real
and
name.
Reginald.
His real name is actually Ranjit. Not many people know that.
Yeah, I did know that, actually.
That's a lie. Have you seen his passport?
No. I've seen something with it on.
You haven't?
I'm telling you I have.
Well, I've known Reggie all my life, and I've never seen anything with his name on.
So
I'm telling you,
why has he changed his name then?
Basically, he got Reggie as a nickname.
Okay.
And now he's called Reggie
What, he used to drive like an E-Reg car or something?
He had an RS Turbo. He had an R in it, I suppose.
And it was an E-Reg?
He had a nickname called Rankster to start off with in his naughty days. And then it turned to Reggie. A bit like you, really. Obviously, you was Jamie Simmons, then you become Satnav Simmons, and now you're called the 147 man. And the names just keep coming for the top players.
Well, I've got so many nicknames because I'm talented in so many areas.
Players at the top of the game, people are always going to create nicknames from.
What about Trick Shot Boy?
No, I don't like it. It's a bit gay.
It is a little bit. Yeah. It's not one of my favourite ones, that. The only time I enjoyed it when Jenks was watching the stream and he was like, let's see Trick Shot Boy clear up from here then, when I was tightly snookered. And then I proceeded to come out of amazing snooker, pot the ball and knock in a great black.
Yeah, that cost me a lot of money.
cost a lot of
I
people
remember
a lot
that
of
shot very, very well.
Yeah.
I think he's had a generous flick there. I don't know if you played that, to be
Did you
honest.
back Seb Webb? In
I did, yes.
what was you thinking? Was it a mate thing?
No, I was thinking that Seb was the favourite.
That's because I'm such a good hustler, but carry on.
But I tried to get a bet on, and I was actually refused a bet. And I was annoyed by it because I backed him in his last couple of games. And then someone dropped out last minute and I filled in for it. So that just add like injury to the wound.
So was you happy with that?
That made it even worse. That's a nice shot by Jack, as long as he doesn't leave the white tight.
I think he's alright there. It might be a little
Not
bit
easy, this ain't. He might have to stun this down off the red.
I think he's
topping
straight
it.
enough to top it off the
What's
cushion
he
and come
topping
back
into
through the
here?
gap. He's alright, come through the gap.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was tight, yeah. He did it the red, but
He's
he's
right,
alright.
Simo again. And this will take Jack into a 5-3 lead, and he'll be over the moon with this. With the start he's had, to be honest.
Yeah, it will be.
He, to be fair, it could be 7-1, but also at the same time it could be other frames of away. Pool's one of them mad games.
Yeah, sometimes people look at the own mistakes they made and think they should be like 7-1 ahead, but they don't think
They
about
forget
the
about,
opponents.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone like Seb Webb does that all the time.
No, I should have won.
Thinks about when he was unlucky, not when he was actually lucky, etc., etc. I just want to give a big shout out to Daz Sheehan's red shorts. They are legendary and they are known worldwide. They've won thousands of pounds, and I'm just privileged to have seen them in the flesh. Jack made a good break there. He didn't catch him that clean, but he got a good white up and down. He would have been unlucky to going off in the corner there, to be honest. But he did hold his hand up. Jack being the sport he is. Myself, I wouldn't have.
No, because ball's clatter. You can't hold your hand up all that a ball went in.
He held the white well. He got it straight, but would have been lucky to go straight up and down.
I think he held his hand up because it was like the last move in red that dropped in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I bet you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm right. I don't know.
Yeah. Silly me again. That's the third time in this session.
But it's you know, you shouldn't hold your hand up. Ball's moving, but you know the idea is you're trying to put one. So
I never understand that when the last ball goes in and they'll hands up, because why does it matter if it's the first ball or the last ball?
Exactly, yeah.
If the ball's going in, it's going in.
To be honest, it was moving so slow. There's still another couple of moving balls after that. So
yeah. So technically, Michael should actually say sorry to him.
Exactly, he should apologise back. Maybe even write him a letter. Played that nice.
Yeah, he's played a nice shot there. He's going to be looking at screwing this in now, cannon onto the yellow full ball to free the red and the black.
Absolutely.
And he'll hold for the red in the bottom left corner.
That's the plan.
He wants a full ball here.
And he's played that really well.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Would you be looking to maybe drop this in?
Yeah, drag it in, mate, and then leave the white where the other red is on the rail, so I can top that in the middle and get it for the black.
I'd probably drop this in, drop the ball in the corner.
That's what I mean, drop that in the corner.
And then play the one in the middle for the black.
Play the one in the middle. But if you've got that angle, you can screw back out now and play the ball in the same pocket if you like.
Yeah, you could do that now, yeah. Myself, I'd have just left it a little bit straighter and just played the ball in the middle and top through.
Yeah.
He should still get him, but it wouldn't have gone wrong that way, I don't think. That's a good shot.
That's a little bit pacey.
See, now this is the thing, like he should obviously miss the yellow and come round, but the way if he'd have played it dropping on it and playing the ball in the middle, nothing could go wrong.
That's right,
unless he missed. I'm still guessing he's going to miss the yellow way and spin round.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Plum.
perfect. Jack's dug in massive here.
Why is everyone so slow, mate? How long do they take to finish these games? I was meant to start 41 minutes ago.
How many more matches on the stream?
Jack's flowing.
Possibly one more, I'd imagine, at 11 o'clock maybe. I might be wrong. Sure, Jakob.
I think it's 10:30. Loser side.
10:30, yeah.
That back to an hour and a half.
There is one more on today, yes.
That's the official time anyway.
Daz, let's not talk about that, mate. Do you know what I mean? Don't take it too far. I'll give the shout outs, leave it at that, okay?
Did I not get my double on? I did get a double on earlier. I had a double, me and Seb Webb, and we both won. So, yeah.
How much you have on that?
Only a little Bobby Moore, and paid out 95 quid.
Lovely.
Nice.
That's my first and only bet of the weekend. Stop while you're ahead, people. That's
It's
the name
weird,
of the game.
like they're breaking, they're getting the white right. It's like the balls ain't splitting. And I had a similar problem the other night when I was playing Ryan Bodworth. Like I was nailing my white, just the balls weren't splitting right.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I don't know if it's the triangle, to be honest, because you know what the Lee Candles doing at Stoke, they'll be using the triangle rack. It's so much different.
I'll tell you what, right?
Sorry, not the short rack. Sorry, not the triangle rack.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, right? Me and Jenksy have worked something out. The shark rack works really well, right? But if you don't use the shark rack and you try and get the balls tight, and they are like half a mil or less or whatever apart, you get a really, really bad split. Because my theory
I completely agree.
My theory is that when the ball, because there's such a short space of travel, when the ball hits the next ball, it kind of bounces back to it, so you get a slap effect.
Whereas if they're touching, they're going to split.
Do you mind drawing us a diagram, please?
I don't know if I can, mate. Sorry, I'm not an artist.
Simo, I'm not being funny. This is
I probably could.
This is an educated conversation.
I'll do it on Photoshop.
You sit this one out and leave us to me and Jakob. Right?
I'll create you a video.
Sorry, gentlemen. Yeah.
I'll create you a video on After Effects.
That'd be
Exactly
nice.
what you're saying. Do you know when they're all touching, they split them, but because there's a gap there, it forces like a kick, doesn't it? Like
Now, can I tell you something else?
Go on, mate. I'll let you have this one.
If you rack them so that they are...
Do you want to shout out with me?
So that they are 2 to 4... I know that's pretty loose, but 2 to 4 mil apart, the balls, mostly, So they're pretty loose. You also get a really good split. Try it. Just give yourself a really loose
I'm not
rack.
very good at measuring 2 to 4 mil, to be honest. I ain't got a measuring tape.
But just rack them up
Pull your pants
really loose.
All right, I'll whip her out.
just as a measuring guide. But give yourself a really loose rack and just keep racking up a few really loose racks. Not like just nearly touching, but really loose. So just flopping the triangle.
Technically, you're saying cheat against my opponents.
No, not at all. Actually,
that's what you're saying.
I was asking Viv Rusco earlier, and she said there's nothing in the rules that say that you have to get the balls touching.
Viv's a cheat as well, then.
You just
technically, you could spread them out the whole table in a triangle and just start dishing them up.
No,
do a little line-up, a triangle line-up.
See, the thing is,
Jack's has been unlucky there.
See, the thing is, there is actually nothing in the rules to say
so
that you have to get
technically,
I'm going to become the world champion then.
Just spread all the balls out and say
spread them out in a triangle.
Pot a ball and say that's my break.
Yeah.
Don't even put them in a triangle. Just scatter them over the table and say that's my break.
I'm down for that. I'm going to try that next round.
Well, I might stand a chance of winning if I do that. Then again, I've still got
to
pot 8 balls.
If you'd have used my method the whole time yesterday, you might have won.
I was really struggling with my break. Low blow. I was really struggling with my break. But I felt like I was hitting them well. I was getting the white up. I was clearing the white straight up the table. Just couldn't get a ball down. Jamie, get out of his arse, mate. I'm not being funny. That's the first and last time I hear you do that. I don't expect that from some of your statue.
Yeah. He went for the old Medin special there. I've adopted Medin's old 8-ball cue, and it's doing a lot better these days.
What, the when he had it?
I think so, mate. Yeah, I've had it 18 months. It's only lost 1 match in that time. No, 2 matches if you include the match today. 2 matches in 18 months. It's made about 40 grand.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
So I don't think it's doing too bad.
Mine's about 40 grand down, but it's a lovely cue.
I'd chuck that in the fire, mate.
I'd miss it that as well.
Just give it to Sean Chipperfield.
And he will javel it back to where it come from. So would you be playing this now to drop it in, or would you play it off the yellow? This is one of them situations where a pool player would play it off the yellow. A snooker player would play it straight.
I'd play it straight, but it'd probably go in off the yellow.
Why not open the pocket up?
A snooker player drops his in, a pool player would...
That yellow might flick off and...
See what I mean? A pool player would have played it off the yellow because it's guaranteed.
He was a pool player that wasn't very convicted.
Yeah. But that's the difference between pool players and snooker players, is vision of stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny.
It's quite handy when you're both.
The whole thing about Ronnie O'Sullivan saying that pool is like crazy golf in comparison to snooker, which is like playing at Augustus. I think Jamie summed it up really well earlier in that it is like mini golf, and mini golf can be quite a difficult game if it's the right one.
Small little,
Well, look, one thing I would like to say is I'd like to see Ronnie take on Jamie Simmons. It's all right giving it large on camera, saying mini golf this, but why don't you come and take on one of the best, or if not the best?
Exactly.
Sorry, lads, my opponent's been making me for ages. I'm gonna go. Time for business.
Someone's just come up to Jamie Simmons and says you actually got called out 10 minutes ago and your opponent's waiting.
Love it.
So unfortunately,
Still, Simo. Come on then, boy.
Good luck, mate. Good luck.
Rock it, mate.
He's definitely one of the biggest characters I've met in pool.
Yeah, definitely.
Without a doubt, when I first started speaking to him, I didn't know how to take him, to be honest. But now I've met him a couple of times, and he's a funny guy.
In person, yeah, obviously online it is just a persona.
Yeah, of course it is.
I mean, right. So we've got a WhatsApp group set up that's got like me, Simo, and a few others in it, and it is such a crack.
Oh dear! Wow. Oh.
Whoa! The bucket sucked it in.
That bag is huge.
Mate, they are ridiculous. So yesterday, just after the game, I said I played on here a little bit. Well, we played a shot. Well, I played a shot, and deliberately hit the ball on the cushion at the bulk line. Still fucking went in.
Yeah,
still went in.
The thing is, they're playing big. Obviously, also because they only got. This is the problem. They got recovered, which is a great thing by the club. Don't get me wrong. It's fair play to them because not many clubs would do that. But they should have been done a week before, in my opinion, and got played in. Yeah. Because a day before, literally, the cushions are sliding in. You can miss balls by a good inch, even like an inch, and they're going in. Yeah. Because they're just sliding and going in. Yeah. And in my opinion, that gives an advantage to the so-called lesser players. It was still good players, but all of a sudden, then good players become like very good players because the tables are playing better for them. Yeah. Whereas the top players, like for example Mark Farnsworth, Tom Cousins, they're going to pot on any table. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, with the tables playing how they do, it does help the lesser players.
It doesn't do anything for your game either, playing on a game with big pockets.
No, of course it doesn't.
When you come up against someone on a table that's got small pockets, then you're in a bit of trouble. Whereas the opposite way round, obviously, it's a massive bonus.
Yeah, of course it does, yeah. Jack looking to get a bit of an angle of here. I'm not sure if he's got much angle, to be honest. By body language, it says he has. It's all by Jack because he don't really give a lot away. Win or lose, he's pretty calm-headed and sensible. It's looking like 7-3 now, and
So that's 7-4.
The pockets are playing bigger because the tables got reclothed yesterday. On Thursday, so a day before the event. So the new cloths and new cushions were slidier and they suck the balls in more. That's why.
So what I was saying earlier, right?
I can see it a bit more clear on that.
Okay, what I was saying earlier, right? So I like to. I don't know whether it will do it now. Hopefully it will. So I like to have this angle up for when they're breaking.
Because you're more like level with the table.
Yeah.
Is that your point?
And you can see the player. And then as they break, as it hits the front pack, hopefully...
Just go to the overhead so you can see a clear table.
Oh, I didn't
quite
do it. Yeah.
Oh, he's lost his white.
And all of a sudden, you see all the patterns developing.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It's
although I missed the button.
Yeah, but it's it's good. It's clever. It's clever. Something that a professional streamer would do. Not that I would do, obviously. I wouldn't think of something that smart. But he's had a good split here. Be looking to cut the yellow in the corner and maybe come out of a shot. Never mind develop. Just this was a problem. But I was saying not develop the ball, just get a shot off that because he was always cannoning them. He's got a lot of work to do now. Jesus Christ! Tried to put my arm on the chair next to me there, and I went like this.
Oh, where's Simo gone? I'll tell him later you reached out for him.
He really needs to be looking at getting into his bad yellow here.
Yeah.
It's all well and good potting him, but you really want to get your trouble balls out ASAP, really. Even for the pure fact, even if you miss, but you try and get your problem ball out, at least you've got 7 balls on or 6 balls on, and there's havoc balls. If you clear up to your second last ball, try and get your problem ball out and miss, then the guy's got a clear table.
Then you're in a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, so I'm always looking to try and get it out straight away. Not obviously to miss, but if you do, there's still havoc balls on the table. I think we're looking to drop the one in the left middle now, leave an angle, maybe screw into the black half ball. That's what I'd be looking at. That's what he's lining up now, leave an angle on that yellow. Is he going off that one?
Evening Pomerola.
I like he's playing it this way, and obviously if he flicks the black, he's guaranteed the shot.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer to go the other way myself, and you're guaranteed to get it out.
What you talking about going off the?
I'd have played the left yellow instead of the right yellow.
Yeah, I would as well, because it automatically pushes the yellow across over to the pocket.
This is my point.
And now he's missed it.
Yeah.
And he's gone in off. No, nearly.
If he misses the black at there, now he's lost the frame. If he plays that way, he's guaranteed to get the yellow out. Don't get me wrong, he might not have a shot, but that shot he played was like the only shot.
He almost definitely would have had a shot because it would have pushed the yellow over the pocket.
Yeah. Playing it that way, obviously, he could have flicked the black and he would have been guaranteed a shot, but it's a lot harder shot. It's a bigger area playing the other shot.
Fully agree.
And if I was a betting man, I would be saying that Jack Whelan will be taking this for an 8-4 win. Thank you, Chris.
Oh yeah, it's only to 8, isn't it? Evening, Dobney.
Sean, how you doing, pal? Good to hear from you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the stream and the commentary. It's professional as always.
It's been a good crack.
I'm not sure what he's playing here. He's gone berserk. Fair play to him. I like that. That's exactly what I'd have done in that point. Just try and make something happen.
I love the fact that he looked over with a big smile on his face.
Because he knew exactly that. As for the, well, he might have heard me, to be fair. But he was screwed, and instead of trying to get containing safety, just try and make something happen. Just give it some. Fair play to the lad.
Michael Ballistic Tomlinson.
Yeah. It's fair. I like watching him. I watched him against Daz, and he played well, and he's a good player. And I think he's good to watch. He cues the ball well. He's not a slow player. He's definitely one to look out for on the pool scene in the future because he doesn't play that many events. So hopefully he can make more events, and he's definitely good for the stream.
See, it's funny. I actually like watching methodical players. So I know people don't like watching Dunster play.
Everyone's different. Everyone has their own perception and opinion on players. And like I say, not everyone's the same. Everyone likes different things.
Yeah, totally. I think because he pulls it off most of the time.
Whether you like the way he plays or not, you have to respect the way Dunster plays.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether the results he gets, whether you like, I don't like the way he plays, but I respect his results that he gets.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't knock the guy one bit.
No, definitely.
I think he's torture to watch, but like you say, you enjoy it. I don't. I like the fast players, but that's pool, and any game is always going to be opinions, and there's always going to be different opinions.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching the fast players as well. I mean, this is good. Jack's quite flowing pretty well, isn't he?
I'd say Jack's pretty medium.
See how high up that is?
The bag is absolutely huge. Like I'd fall in that bag and I'm fat. The bag's huge.
I wouldn't say you're fat, mate. Just a little bit bigger than most.
Just chubby. Game ball there for Jack. Yep, great shot.
And that,
I think Jack would just be happy to get over the line there. To be honest, he's not played the best. He had a poor start, but in this game, it's all about getting the win. That's all that matters. And well done to Jack. Unlucky to Michael.
Yeah. And that's Michael out now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I do like watching him, to be honest. He plays the game the way I play it. And seems like a nice kid. I spoke to him today, and yeah.
Sean Gardening. When's Satnav playing? This is torture to watch.
I completely agree, Sean. And these players shouldn't be allowed on the stream. If I was running the stream, there'd be about 3 players here getting on stream. It'd probably be me, Satnav, and Seb Webb. I'm not going to lie, but at the end of the day, we all have opinions and they're all different. So that's that. But thanks for having me. I'm going to have a beer.
Thank you very much.
I might try and get in later if I can.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Thanks for having Jakob. Jakob, sorry.
Good lad, I like it.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Even got the name right. Spot on. Cheers, Dakin.